Deseret News Rewind is presented by Tosh, the Orthopedic Specialty Hospital, Utah's premier sports medicine, physical therapy, and sports training center.
Welcome to the Regional Athletic Complex here in Salt Lake City, Utah for the 2017 Fall State Cup semifinal between UDA and AFC Apex. Welcome everyone to this semifinal. Excited for a good match coming up for you between a pair of teams that have been really stellar in their pool play and now in the tournament. We start by introducing UDA, and this is a team that they're down one of their center backs. William Prettyman going to be out due to cards, and so Alec Hammond will be on the pitch for him, but it's a team that through pool play, their first 3 games, they went 1-0-2, got a big win in the last game of pool play to advance into the tournament, but they have yet to give up a goal. The D has been stingy, and with Trevor Elders, the keep, he's been really solid. They're going to have a good defensive performance here today against AFC Apex. This is a team coming in that, a pretty impressive quarterfinal. Won that 3-0. Goals behind Passman, Loomis, and then Dutro Raymond, all netted goals in that quarterfinal matchup. They were much more impressive in pool play. They went 2-0, and then, of course, that first round win. So they are 3-0 through the State Cup up to this point. It's been a great run for Apex up till now. Watch for Dutro Raymond. He has the ability to really put that ball in the net. Going to be a good one. The starting keep for them will be Tommy Jensen, and he's going to have, he's going to have a good game for them to move on. It's a combination of teams whose players know each other. They played with each other, against each other in the 2017 High School Soccer Championship representing East and Alta, and they have a chance today to move on to the 2017 State Cup Final, but they've got to get a win here first. Coming up next from the RAC, it is UDA and AFC Apex. Ready to kick off here from the Regional Athletic Complex. It will be Apex in the all-black kits to kick off. UDA in the gray and blue. And we are underway. No scoreboard here at the rack, so we'll be trying to keep an unofficial time to give you an idea of where we're at in the match. As Reeves races back for UDA, but can't possess it. Apex trying to fight through this defense. Coming near side. Anderson sends this one over the top of the goal and out. Trevor Elders, we mentioned him in the open, the starting keep for UDA. He's been clean in this cup. Has not given up a goal. We mentioned that, an impressive play for him in this tournament. This ball back with Alec Hammond. He turns it over, and now a run up the sideline. Bringing it into the box. Help coming over, the centering attempt deflected away, and it will be a goal kick as it was ruled out off of Apex. In play again by Elders as he sends this one up the field. High hop, and look at this. Deflected, UDA still with it. Tried to play the ball outside. It was broken up by Apex. Reeves possessing. Nice patience. Able to get that ball ahead to Luna. Couldn't connect on the pass, and it's lofted out by Apex. UBA still trying to put pressure on. Some hands there. And there's the late whistle as Meneses drew it. Rodriguez will take this kick for UDA. Service into the box and cleared away. A high kick that will go out. Meneses throws in. Ball sent ahead by Rodriguez, but no one there for UDA. Patience, Lillywhite. Good possession here by Apex as this is Anderson looking to send a ball ahead. Trying to put on the run is Bell. Nice touch around Hammond. Bell trying to loft one in. Elders coming out, and that ball is sent over. And another goal kick coming up here for Elders. Well, that was a nice ball by Bell. Had a guy making a run in the box, and Elders just able to beat him to it. Made it for the tough shot on net, and hence the goal kick as teams trading possessions, trying to be controlled here by Rodriguez. Ball dropped back for Apex to Anderson. Has help. And now sent ahead. Bell just touching on. Now giving a race, trying to get behind everyone. There's the flag coming up late once Bell possessed it. That goal no good as he was off. Elders will come up to put this in play. That ball headed out by Apex as they look to get it up quickly. Far sideline run still possessing. A couple of UDA players coming over, and we've got a whistle on the foul. Here's Rawl with it. Over to his help and Passman. Ahead again for Bell, trying to get over the top. Hammond trying to cut him off. Bell, and we've got a whistle. Are they going to say just outside the box? Our official's looking there. And now he's going to come over and talk with the linesman. I thought Bell was in the box. Apex didn't like that call, but they'll get the kick from just outside the 18. Rawl and Vance both there. Rawl sends it through, and Elders with a nice save. Boy, that one snuck right through the wall, and Elders had it the entire way. He comes out and will gather this in the air. An impressive save by Trevor Elders here in the 6th minute. Of course, all time updates again tonight will be unofficial as this ball played out by UDA. Throw in on the far side. A couple deflections and that ball taken away, and then we've got a whistle here. Ball over the head of Castro, unable to be possessed by UDA, and it's Apex. Boy, how about Luna that time? Able to win the ball away. Luna still with it. Looking for some help. Tried to play that ball through and broken up temporarily, but there is Meza to come away with it for UDA. Plays the ball ahead. Castro trying to get there. Won't be able to before Apex able to stall. Luna. Pass deflected, though UDA has support, still possessing near midfield. This ball lofted up ahead and headed out immediately. Looking for Rodriguez in the box. They tried to go back to Felipe. Couldn't get it, and we've got a delayed whistle here, and our referee going to have a conversation. So I think it was an offside as this ball put in play over to Passman. Passman looking up the line. And a nice job cutting that ball off by Meneses. Ball headed over the top. Racing back is Silva. Elders coming out, and he'll gather. Apex had a couple players there, but Elders once again read it well. He'll roll it to this back line. Meza. Nice move there. Meza's still possessing. Bell was closing down on him as that ball is misplayed and out of play. Thrown in up the line. Bell trying to work against Silva. Trying to get that corner. Tried to center. Silva there to break it up, and we'll have our first corner of the match. Ball headed out off the corner. The follow. Not good contact on the attempt by Dutro Raymond. As that pass deflected, UDA has it with Reeves. Patience, man on from behind. Reeves with help to Castro. Castro tries to play it wide. The pass deflected. And Apex able to interrupt. Dropped back with Anderson. Extra touch out. Played to the middle with Vance. Vance looking ahead. Across. And that one well short as Luna able to head it back up. Touched over the top. Speedy Paul on the outside. He won't be able to keep that ball in play. In play quickly by Jensen. UDA wanted a handball. No call coming from our referee. Boy, nice play made right there in the middle by Meza as UDA punches this ahead, and that will be too far beyond the run in the box. Jensen there to gather. Throws it out far side. The run over by Reeves to break it up. UDA again on the attack, and Reeves cut off, and He's going to get called for the whistle here as he tried to reach across the Apex defender. Jensen's kick in the air. And it's UDA able to settle it. Meza. Good touches by UDA, able to find some space. Castro sends the ball ahead and no one there. Rolled into play quickly. Back to Jensen. Jensen will clear it up, but UDA able to keep that pressure on. Vance raced back and turns it over. Here's Paul. Paul with the center, and that ball's a little behind his teammate. They'll end up turning it over now. An opportunity to counter the other way. Anderson with some space cuts back in the middle as Rodriguez starts to put some pressure on him. Bell plays it over to Dutro Raymond, now ahead. And a foul here. This ball sent directly onto a UDA player, and now an opportunity to counter quickly, running up. Wanted Paul on a run, but Apex there to delay that as they allow their defense to race back. Ball cleared ahead by Lillywhite. Dutro Raymond plays it wide. Looking for a ball ahead for Bell. Hop, and it is gathered easily by Elders. A booming kick by Elders as this ball played out off the side of the foot. UDA to throw in. That ball headed down immediately by Kokerscheit. This kick tried to be sent on net. It takes a hop. We'll slow it up for Jensen. Jensen's kick looking up the line for Bell. That ball deflected a couple of times. Apex dropping back. Anderson to his help. Passman will try again for Bell. This ball taking a hop, and boy, no whistle there as there was some jostling on by both ends and our official letting it go. UDA has a chance here. To the middle with Reeves. Reeves still possessing around a couple Apex players. Plays wide. Nice job stretching by Rodriguez. Tried to do too much with it, and that ball taken away as we've got a foul here. Right near midfield. I think we're going to say off. It was an offside whistle. This ball put in play over to Meneses. The service headed out. Controlled by Meza. Gets around Bell. Space for Meza. Looks wide, wanting Paul. Headed out the other way. There's Reeves. Drops this ball back. Maybe Silva. A ball ahead into the box and right into the chest of Tommy Jensen. Jensen's kick, a low hop. Apex finally able to possess right near midfield, playing wide. Help coming on the outside with a run by Anderson, kept. This ball tried to be sent on frame, deflected away by Hammond before it got through. Dutro Raymond with it. Playing to the middle and Vance. Looking wide, no off. UDA wanted it, but that ball was well out in front anyway. Ball thrown in, headed back up by Vance. Jensen didn't get it all, but got it into some space. Anderson with it near side. His pass deflected. Anderson staying with it. That was Rodriguez who got the foot on it. Anderson dropping back now to Passman. Nice move trying to get around Luna. This ball coming right at you. Looking for a ball ahead and through. Elders coming out again near the top of the 18 to scoop it up. Tried to connect with Dutro Raymond. Mentioned Kaleo had a goal in that quarterfinal for Apex. Hard contact there, and the foul called on UDA. Put in play quickly. Looking far side near that line. And Kokerscheit couldn't keep it in. Throwing over the head, but Paul not giving up on it. Joseph Paul able to secure it far line, touched out by Apex. Ball drop back. Thrown in up the line. Able to be controlled far side by Reeves. A number of Apex players there. Bell is able to get it off on that far line, and a run being put on. Kokerscheit, as we've got contact here, and it will be an Apex throw-in. Bell had that ball taken away. And after the contact, a corner coming up. Wrapping up our 20th minute. Still no score. This ball punched out by Elders. Sent back on, headed out. Dutro Raymond couldn't bring it down, but Apex able to break it up. Bell sends the ball over the top. Racing back is Silva for UDA. Also there's Kokerscheit for Apex, and a whistle here, the foul on Kokerscheit. Elders puts it in play. Headed out by Vance. UDA looking for service into the box, headed out. In the air by Dutro Raymond. Boy, just unable to get it there. Bell was sticking with it, did a nice job, but if he could have got a touch over the top, it would have been Kaleo all alone, one-on-one. Ball played wide by Apex. Dutro Raymond unable to get there before UDA could. Nice touch wide, as initially losing his footing was Luna, but able to regather. Dribbling through the tackle, and it's Apex and a late whistle here. Anderson to throw in. This ball sent into the box on the turf and cleared away. Ball kept in by Kokerscheit. Far side had help. It's coming up was Vance. And that ball out of play for an Apex throw-in. Kokerscheit to throw in. Still with it, and a nice tackle put on there by UDA to play it out. Bell able to head it up. Dutro Raymond trying to do the same, and UDA able to clear it out of the box for the time. That ball couldn't be gotten to by Jones. That ball headed up by Reeves for UDA. Castro trying to settle it. He'll play it out wide. Meneses got around a couple of guys, playing that wide and headed out by Anderson for the time. Ball cleared all the way down. Meza will drop it back and wide. Silva trying to race to keep it in play. And he did. Nice hustle that time. Is played out by Kokerscheit of Apex. Couple deflections. Bell was off. The flag is up. Ball in play quickly once again. Castro. He'll end up winning this. Tried to play the ball wide. Good idea to Luna, but Anderson was there. This ball nearly turned over back in the box. Jensen will track it down. So it's UDA who will possess it near midfield. Nice touch back to Hammond. Patience. And a whistle here right at midfield. Meza. Reeves out wide. Back to Meza. A little bit of time as Dutro Raymond started to collapse down. Meza ahead for Paul, near the corner. Paul possessing, marked there by Jones. Teams trading possessions here. Paul again with a nice spin in the corner. Good defense by Apex, and there's the ball cleared away, but it's coming to midfield with Meneses. He couldn't control it. Boy, and a late come in there, and the foul going to be called on Apex. Silva with service into the box and headed out. May have been Dutro Raymond. Rawl. Anderson couldn't keep it. Nice control by Castro. Has a man on from behind. He'll drop back to Elders. Bell putting the token pressure on. Played over with Silva. That ball got through Rodriguez and right to Luna. Luna back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez just outside the box, touches back. Luna, a left-footed shot just wide. Boy, a great two-man game there with Luna and Rodriguez, and it nearly led to our first goal as we're in our 28th minute. Still no score here in the semifinal. Apex and UDA. Meza. Here's Rodriguez with Luna again. Luna tries to center, and that ball broken up, loose, and now cleared out of the box by Apex. Good pressure being put on here by UDA. Meza. That ball ahead. Broken up by Apex and then turned over by UDA. Here's Bell. We'll grab the jersey, and there's the whistle. And we're going to get our first card of the match. Meza picking up the yellow in the 29th minute. This kick sent in, and was it deflected? Yes, it was. A corner coming up for Apex. Corner looking backside. And Hammond to clear it up and out. Jensen will come out. Paul racing down. Hammond able to head it, but it will take a hop and come out of play. Rawl comes off here for Apex. Rank coming on, number 7. That ball headed back and around. Boy, nice job of heading that one through. Reeves, and just broken up by Lillywhite. Good defensive play as UDA still putting the pressure on. Castro lost it for just a moment, still has it far side. He'll let it roll out for a UDA throw-in. Substitution is Ariano. Victor Escobedo Ariano checks in for UDA, a throw in here. This ball just touched over the top to Anderson wide. Anderson sending the ball ahead near the top of the box. Dutro Raymond couldn't get there. Is broken up temporarily by UDA. That ball off the side of the foot, coming and out of play. Touchdown by Meza. Boy, that ball played to center immediately by Rodriguez. Had to, as Apex was really collapsing down. Ended up giving it back as Hammond electing to go outside up the line with it to Meneses and giving over to Apex. Vance playing it wide. Dribbling through traffic, and that ball played away. As coming back was Luna to help on the defensive end. This ball rolling through to Jensen, who will clear it back up the field, and that ball heading out. Ariano able to find Rodriguez right at midfield, and Apex just took that right away. Luna coming up to put pressure on. Boy, that one nearly given over top of the box. Through. And that ball had too much on it from Rodriguez trying to go to Castro. Boy, it was a good idea as that ball turned over right in the defensive third by Apex, but a little too much steam on that one. As once again, it's Rodriguez possessing just ahead. Paul coming in on a run and couldn't get there before scooped up by Jensen. 35 minutes complete here. Still no score. Castro. And no whistle coming there from our referee. The Apex fans there to signal the same thing he did. All ball on that challenge. Meneses able to get it ahead. Hammond able to settle it. Looking for the chip. Luna racing. That ball, I was going to say turned over, but it was Anderson able to play it out defensively. Allow the defense to reset here. Is getting around his Meneses, and the foul here on the Apex challenge. Silva taking the kick, service in the box. That ball headed out. Boy, it hit a UDA player in the box, and there he's off. It would have been wide anyway. He knew it. Jensen's kick squeezes through his intended target, Jones. Castro trying to get around the edge. Castro centering. There it is! In the 37th minute. Our first goal of the match from Jonathan Castro, and UDA taking the 1-0 lead. Boy, a beautiful ball. It was from Castro, and I think it was Luna who headed it in. I apologize to Jose for the missed call, but goal coming big here late in the first half to give UDA that lead. Boy, nice movement on that baseline, and that ball centered in the box, and Apex still can't get a shot off. They'll drop back, and this one's sent over the top by Rank. Boy, I'll apologize again to Jose Luna. He's the one who netted it. It came from Castro, but that was a beautiful goal, and Luna launching in to get that header past Tommy Jensen in the 37th minute as we play into the 40th now, and 1-0 as we've got a foul here called on Bell. Elder's kick all the way down in the box, and I think Jensen might have got a piece to follow and just cleared away by Jace Vance. Boy, that might have saved another goal as this one put on net, well, over net by Silva and into the netting behind. Boy, it doesn't work like this, but I was going to say credit Vance with a save as Jensen having to make a save just a moment earlier. Couldn't get his position back, and nearly 2-0. As it is, still 1-0. The advantage for UDA. Far side, and boy, tough work is defensively. Apex putting a lot of pressure on as this drop turned over. Bell racing as Hammond will come up to just send the ball ahead and prevent the rush. Luis Espicia Garcia came on here recently as that ball out of play and UDA to throw in. Back to Meneses. Castro will play this ball wide outside to Silva. Silva coming in, just tried to touch that through for Castro. Unable to be cleanly possessed. Is Castro able to track it down? Will play this back. Over with Meneses. Castro middle of the field. Boy, man on quickly as Vance rushed up to put pressure on. Outside UDA. Service into the box and headed out immediately. The follow Meneses couldn't possess it cleanly. Now tracking it down. He'll have to retreat. That ball through a couple of UDA players, and Hammond able to win it out of the air. Nice touch over the top and a whistle there off of the in-the-air challenge. Elders in play. Here's Meza. We'll drop it back with Silva. Silva. What hard challenge, and the inadvertent trip there by Dutro Raymond, and now our official reaching for the card, and looks like Kaleo may pick one up here. Yeah, Dutro Raymond showing the yellow here in our 43rd. Silva will take this free kick, and that well off the mark. Jensen's kick. Possessed by Apex. As here's Rink. Boy, Castro came up to put pressure on and nearly forced a turnover. Far side still possessed by Jones and then played out for a UDA throw-in. Thrown in to Arellano. Trying to get around and a little too much hand contact there, the foul. My unofficial clock past 45, so the half coming to a close. This ball sent into the box, played out by Anderson. And there is the half. A beautiful goal for UDA in the 37th. Castro to Luna, and UDA leads Apex 1-0 at the half of the 2017 Fall State Cup semifinal. Second half underway. UDA with that 1-0 lead, a goal scored in the 37th minute by Jose Luna. UDA in the gray kits and Apex in the all black. Just as a reminder, the winner moving on to the State Cup final. This ball played ahead and through to Alvarez. Benavides back to Alvarez, couldn't possess it and broken up for the time being. That ball didn't get through, deflected off his own man, off the foot of Silva. Here's Castro, had that assist on the lone goal in that first half. Arellano dribbling through a couple. Drops it back. Castro with one along the grass, broken up by Apex. UDA still possessing here with Meza. That ball brought down. Broken up for the time. Silva has a shot. He's going to try it, and that one just broken up. Boy, Jensen may have seen it late, but makes the save. And a corner coming up for UDA. From the corner, backside, headed out by Apex. Kokerscheit racing it down. His send up the line, deflected out, and Apex to throw in. They'll throw in back to their defense. Vance played it wide. Rawl coming back for it. Sent ahead for Kokerscheit, but Hammond came up to break it up for UDA. Ahead looking for Garcia. In the corner, Garcia lost his footing there. Good defense by Passman as he'll play it up ahead. Dutro Raymond let that ball roll through as UDA sends this down, and off of the hop, Jensen gathers. Throwing it in play quickly near side. Looking up the line, and that pass a little off target. Silva there to break it up. Wanted Anderson up the line. Here's Alvarez. Castro dropping it back. Now he'll come back to help. Pressure put on by Kokerscheit. Good ball handling by Silva. He's able to find Benavides. That ball plays through as Castro maybe let that go off the hop and then broken up by Silva. Here's Alvarez again. Silva coming up. Excuse me, it's not Silva, that was Arellano. Alvarez still with it, gave to Castro, and Castro's shot is going to be wide, and they say deflected for a corner. Castro from the corner in play. Service in the box, broken up for the time being. Castro couldn't possess it in the box, broken up by Apex, now sent up the field, but a late whistle here. Apex to throw in. Kokerscheit called for the foul. Castro far side trying to get around this Apex defender and looking for service near the top of the box, broken up for the time being by Lillywhite. This ball deflected. Jensen couldn't handle it initially, able to gather. UDA had no players down. High hop for Kokerscheit, and that ball headed out of play. That ball deflected and out. Throwing up the line, Jones was able to get the head on it. There's Dutro Raymond playing it ahead for Lundy. Lundy possessing mark there by Hammond. He'll draw back to help Rawl now. Back further to Passman. UDA coming up to create the turnover, and there's the defense to play it out for Apex. Benavides. To Arellano, he'll drop it back. Alvarez able to keep that ball in. Challenge there, Alvarez coming away with it through a couple of Apex defenders. That ball attempted to be centered, little off target. Castro sticking with it, tried to get it back to Alvarez, but broken up. Apex a little tentative there between teammates as Alvarez whistled for the shoulder. Boy, Jones and Anderson that time, couple of Apex defenders right there. Miscommunication led to the foul and now out of play. UDA to throw in. Castro working up that far line. Castro playing a ball ahead, looking for Garcia. Garcia with it near the corner. Plays back to Castro. Castro trying to take on a couple defenders, and that time Apex wins. Played to the middle for Castro. Ball a little behind, wanted to center it to Arellano. As Kokerscheit in the air, petitioning for a whistle, and a solid coaching staff of Apex wanting the same thing. Elders will roll it out. This ball brought down out of the air by Rawl. But it's UDA again looking to attack. This ball sent right on frame, and Jensen able to gather it. Apex wanting to push it up quickly. and could never establish possession. Arellano with it. Out to Alvarez. Alvarez trying to keep that ball in. He'll center it. And no one home backside. It was over the head of Garcia. Running over is Vance. And he'll clear it out for Apex. Looking up for Kokerscheit. Hammond there to head it up. Dutro Raymond playing it back. Coming right at you with Anderson. Anderson to Kaleo, tried to touch it around UDA. Castro has Alvarez ahead. That's where he goes. Castro filling in behind. Alvarez still with the possession. Has a trailer, and Silva, man on. Kokerscheit racing back. Silva ahead wide. Can Garcia get there? He will. In our 55th minute. Again, unofficial time here. As Arellano tried to play that ball ahead for Garcia, but broken up well by Apex. Silva has Castro to his right. Instead, space to his left. The left-footed shot, and that one deflected but loose. The follow, and no good contact. Now Arellano will play it wide of the net. And another opportunity missed by UDA. Boy, Jensen made the impressive first save, and then the follow UDA couldn't capitalize on, and our score remaining 1-0 here through 55. Hammond there will play it out. Apex to throw in. In play quickly by UDA. Castro has that taken away in the whistle here as Kokerscheit was right in the hip. Elders will take this kick just past midfield. Ball headed in the box and caught out of the air by Tommy Jensen. Jensen's kick down for Lundy. Couple challenges there, and it's UDA coming away with it. Ball coming near side, racing over. Is Jones able to keep it in? Able to identify Vance. Hulbert racing to put pressure on. So he touches that ball ahead for Castro. UDA coming upfield is some contact. Upended an Apex player, may have been Kokerscheit. And Apex ain't able to possess it. My apologies, UDA unable to possess it. Apex to throw in. Far side, and the flag is up there. Albert tried to touch it back, and a whistle there. A kick here for Apex into the box, and Elder is able to gather off the hop. Elders. Arellano with it just across midfield, plays to Castro. Wide now. And no one there for UDA. A goal kick to come for Tommy Jensen. Jensen's kick. Head out of the air by Castro. Anderson tried to head it up. Kokerscheit racing, but he won't get there. Thrown in up the line. Alvarez able to head it to the middle, but no one there for UDA. And instead it's Rawl coming with it. Playing wide, and contact here. And we're going to get a yellow. Raw will take this kick deflected by the wall. Alvarez racing over. He'll keep it in play. Vance. Looking backside, Kokerscheit, and that ball, no, they ruled Kokerscheit was off. In play by Elders as a substitution, Caden Zamora-Reeves back on here for UDA. A little bit of space here. Back to the middle as it's Meneses. Reeves. I think he wanted to play wide. Now it will get over to Silva. Apex, their defense has been real good these last 10 minutes or so. That ball deflected away by Anderson. Silva dribbling through a couple Apex defenders in the box. Silva with a left-footed try and the slow roller picked up by Jensen. Jensen's kick. Looking for Kokerscheit, able to settle right on the grass. Kokerscheit tried to come inside and deflected away. That one deflected by Anderson and then played out. A couple substitutions for Apex, including Josh Loomis coming on as Kokerscheit heads off. He was holding that ankle after that last play. He was able to run off fine. So no damage or injury done as that ball deflected away. UDA substitutions here in the 66th. Coming back on was Garcia. Had another one too that we'll try to get you. May have been Meza who came on. Wide for Apex, turning in. That ball ahead for Kyler, tripped up. And a whistle and a card coming. Rodolfo Silva with the card in the 66th. As this ball well over the net. Elders kick. Headed back up immediately by Passman. Loomis playing the ball ahead. The flag is up. Play was off as it will come back for a UDA kick. Elders kick looking far side. Luna trying to size it up. It takes a hop. Rodriguez possessing in the corner. It's been a while since UDA has had it down here, and that ball out for an Apex throw-in. Apex has done a nice job here lately with the defense and the attack. Sent up for Lundy. Instead, it's now Apex coming away with it. Castro playing the ball ahead. A shot, and it's a big save by Jensen. UDA still with it is coming over as Anderson on the defense. And Anderson, boy, great job defensively by Anderson, and a whistle here on the foul by UDA. Boy, big save by Tommy Jensen. It was a one-on-one. Did a nice job to keep that ball out of the net. Loomis. Ball thrown in quickly. Kyler up the end, and the whistle here called on Apex. This ball controlled by Vance. Vance with the kick. Looking backside and over the head of everyone and out. Elders with the kick, headed up. Ariano trying to track it down. Instead, it's Vance racing back for Apex, and now Passman sending it up. That ball unable to be kept in. Apex to throw in. Ball couldn't be possessed, and it's UDA coming away with it. Up the line is putting pressure on. Was Apex still with it? UDA, a couple challenges there as Luna trying to get to it in the corner. And it's Apex able to dig it out. Jensen from the 6. That ball right to Meza. Castro filling in behind, able to get it through a couple Apex defenders. Centering attempt, and that one Jensen couldn't collect. It's loose, Jensen's out. And now we're gonna have a corner for UDA. Castro to take the corner. He'll play it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez working around that line, and the defense of Apex once again, but they turn it over. Castro with it, tried to center, deflected away by Dutro Raymond. That ball played out. Do we have a foul? It was a UDA foul. Apex with the kick. That ball headed the wrong way. Apex over into Bell, and that ball broken up for the time being. Loomis, top of the box, tried to dribble around the defender, and Holbert there to break it up. Nice play by Scott Holbert. Looking up off the head of the defensive Hammond, and Elders able to collect it surely. Again, Trevor Elders has been impressive in this cup. Another clean sheet here through the first 75. That ball right into the chest of Reeves, and it's an opportunity for UDA to counter. He's got Luna to his right and broken up. Great job by Lillywhite, able to stand in, break it up, and now Apex maybe with an opportunity. Played wide, all sorts of space for Lundy. Lundy with service into the box, and Hammond able to step in front of it. Here's Holbert. Man on quickly, able to find Castro. Castro nearly tripped over the ball, was able to maintain his feet. And now UDA with the clearance. The ball deflected around. Lillywhite there. Silva came over to break it up before Bell could get there. Apex to throw in. Bell pushed off the ball and the whistle. This kick, a hop into the box and headed out by Silva. To the corner we go. Vance will take the corner for Apex. Good ball in the box and cleared out. A roller that's going to be just wide of the net. Elders kick. Turned over, Loomis. Playing it ahead for Bell. Bell still with it now. Plays to the middle, Dutro Raymond. And it's Castro there to win it away. Play it ahead for Luna. Opportunity for counter. Luna trying to get some space. Couldn't get the shot off as the defense came back of Vance. Still possessed here by UDA. Boy, Anderson's all over the place defensively. Great utilization of his speed to put pressure on as a foul here by Hammond right at midfield. This kick put in play for Lundy. Lundy tried to center behind a couple of UDA players. Bell with a shot deflected by this defense. And that ball played out for an Apex throw-in to come. Jones throws in for Loomis. Loomis drops it back to Vance. Vance tried to turn it, and now it's UDA with it. Looking ahead for Luna, trying to get around the defense. Jones has him, and that ball deflected away, and the foul here going to be called on Luna. Jensen's kick. And Kyler stepped right over it. Luna able to control it. Plays it wide with Reeves. Reeves marked by Jones. Reeves tried to center, and Jones was there to deflect it out for a corner. Approaching 80 minutes played, Silva with it. Back to Castro, who took the corner. So he tries to switch it. No one there. We'll roll out for an Apex throw-in. For Lundy. Boy, nearly giving it away as pressure put on by this UDA team. Bell trying to head it up and over the top of this UDA back line. Deflected, staying with it. Nearly turned over, is finally cleared by Hammond. Castro headed it back. Was trying to get it, I think, to Ariano. Instead, it will be Jensen able to gather. Unofficially through 80 minutes. We played a 90. Castro looking up the line for Paul. Nice patience by Reeves. Paul with a shot, the right footer! Joseph Paul! Near the end of the 70th minute, makes it 2-0 UDA. How about Joseph Paul? UDA tried to capitalize on his speed a couple times earlier, but that time able to find a little bit of free space, and the strike from just inside the 18 in the 70th minute gives UDA the 2-0 lead. I said 70th, it's 80th. Paul tried to touch that over to Reeves. Couldn't settle it, and now it's a rush the other way. Ball played ahead. And boy, that ball just off the mark as Silva was racing back, and they're going to say a goal kick here for Elders. Boy, that was a great ball, and Anderson nearly able to get there. He thought it was deflected. I thought it might have been as well, but our referee saying it was off Apex and the goal kick. Paul trying to race to keep that ball in play, and he won't be able to. Thrown up the line. Headed in by Luna. Ball was just behind Paul. Bell finally able to play it ahead. Ball sent down well out in front of anyone, and Elders will let it roll back to him. Booming kick from Trevor Elders. Castro able to stretch and keep that ball with UDA. Luna over to Castro. That ball got underneath Reeves. Loomis. Played out by UDA. Thrown in quickly, but right to UDA was Molina. Apex with the throw-in. Thrown in for Vance. Through 85 minutes, unofficially 2-0 UDA. Paul trying to get around the corner and called for the foul. Excuse me, they actually ruled Paul played that ball out, so the throw-in here for Apex. Back with Passman. Castro trying to get through. That ball was just a step out in front of Reeves, and it will be Apex coming the other way with it. Deflected by Luna out of play. Nice sacrifice by Luna on the play. Anderson gets it back. Good play to Kyler. Couldn't control it, and Castro will send that ball ahead to his teammate Rodriguez before Apex gets it right back. Ethan Bell carded in the 87th, just the yellow. Jones plays it over. Jones gets it back. Trying to switch it. Loomis has it now for Apex. The challenge there and a foul on the challenge by Apex. Ball put in play. Service into the box and headed just up and over the top by Luna. That ball quickly tracked down and played out for a throw-in. Apex looking quickly. Bell tried to head it. Don't know if he got it or not. Anderson wanted to serve it. Instead, Silva deflecting out. That ball unable to be kept in, and a goal kick coming for Trevor Elders. Luna playing the ball ahead for Reeves. Kaleo looking ahead. Boy, and that ball nearly misplayed by Hammond. Elders was coming out for it. Hammond wanted to head it up for him as that ball played out. Recovered well by this defense of Hammond, and Apex to throw in here. Bell for Anderson. I think our referee signaled 1 minute of extra time. That ball deflected by Paul. Lily White. Paul racing there again. Broken up by Molina. Bell able to possess. Will drop it back. Braxton Jones. Ahead. Sized up and read well. Vance thrown it up the line. Anderson tried to touch it over. Kyler racing down. That ball still in. Hammond will clear it out of the box. Bell able to head it right back. Top of the box shot, and that one just saved by Elders. A sliding save made by Elders. Corner from Apex. Anderson. Boy, good move by Anderson. The challenge won by UDA. Here's Paul with it. Deflected. This ball back into the box. Hammond. And the foul there in the box as Anderson gets called. Elders in play. Looking up for Rodriguez. And the foul here on Rodriguez of UDA. And there's the final whistle. UDA advances to the State Cup final with a 2-0 victory over AFC. What a semifinal here from the Regional Athletic Complex. UDA and Apex. We mentioned UDA had come in and it had been clean sheets the entire tournament for Trevor Elders. It remained that way. Goals in the 37th from Luna and in the 80th from Paul. And it's UDA with a 2-0 victory advancing to the state final. Our man of the match, how about Jonathan Castro, was stellar today. Did a great job possessing, had an assist on that early goal. We're going to give it to old number 10, Jonathan Castro, for a great ball game. Again, it's UDA advancing to the State Cup final with a 2-0 victory over Apex.